Well, how is it? Oh, I see something. Can I hear something from Twitch? Echo. Hmm. Don't know why my OBS still does not capture the desktop audio. It's really strange. It's not actually streaming it. Like the OBS itself detects the desktop audio, which is good. But like it doesn't stream that, and I don't know what's going on. Why it does that. That makes it sound so much like an OBS problem too. Um, Monitoring device, meters, fast decay. Oh, this is so weird. Oh, if anyone knows why OBS might be able to detect desktop audio but not be able to stream it on Linux, if anyone has any ideas on what the heck's going on with that, that would be great. Um, oh, I just noticed the streaming here, I upped the bitrate is up to 6,000. So what happens when I switch to my normal desktop? Oh, Twitch looks like it's doing fine. Weird. Uh, Twitch itself was complaining at me a while back that it was going the video bitrate was far too high, but I, I guess it's not complaining this time around. How very strange. Um, yeah, I'm not going to be able to be up for long. I took way too long trying to fix some technical problems on my computer. But I figured um, I would still stream this, make sure that I actually get it into a habit of sorts. Um, but yeah, let's see. Uh, Pardon me. Don't need that. Don't, oh, okay. At least I got the restream chat up, so that's good. Um, yep, still don't quite have the dual screen set up yet, so that's gonna take a sweet while. Um, but I've noticed, at least in my previous recordings, my desktop looked really dim. I do have an HDR screen, so that would certainly explain it. So I tried applying a filter to it. I guess I'm going to find out later whether I like it or not. But yeah, if it makes any difference, let me know. Um, in the meantime, might as well load Unity up while we're at it. Made quite a lot of commits to this repo actually. I've discovered that the definition of convex was not what I thought it was. Oh, Right, the definition of convex is not what I thought it was. So I'm kind of back to square one on remaking the trigger colliders. Uh, Already the limitation of the triggers was really concerning to me. Pardon me, the limitation of mesh colliders was really concerning to me. And to be fair, the mesh collider for the track itself is fine. The mesh collider for triggers is very specific in its definition, and according to Unity documentation, it requires a convex polygon. And a convex polygon, it turns out, is where every vertices, the shortest distance to each and every vertices, the shortest distance, there's no like concave shape anywhere. So like if there is a concave shape, then if you set it to convex in Unity, then it will automatically add in an edge to bridge the gap of the caved part of the piece, which is not what we want. So the next best strategy I have is to replace that with box colliders instead. So I'm going to be switching out my jobs to instead generate some parameters, a list of parameters for a box collider to use. So it's going to be, a little frustrated, but what can you do? That's the limitation that I have to work with. I'm gonna let this sit for a while and sort of mute myself. Testing, testing. Okay, yep, the microphone's back. Let's see, what else? We did get the results from our Ludum Dare game. Uh, wasn't great, but I guess it wasn't the worst thing ever either. I wasn't expecting particularly high scores this time around, but you know, uh, totally fine. I do appreciate that we got the mood down, and surprisingly innovation. I wonder where the innovation part comes from. I don't know. I mean, as someone who obviously makes games like Ubuntu, that's my definition of innovation. But interesting how people kind of like has this specific idea in it. Thanks for the comments as well. Mostly positive. Appreciate it. So giving all the shout outs to everyone who played our game. I really need to update this website. I haven't done so as of late. Um, let's see. There's 5 games or 4 games since this website has been updated, so I could get to that. I don't think most of these games are as good as Ubuntu is, but oh well. We'll get there. And I could just constantly push this one forward given I am actively in development of it, so no reason not to, I think. Still loading. What else is worth talking about? So obviously I'm really late. on streaming. I'm probably going to be streaming for at most 2 hours. Um, Largely because I was trying to update my computer, uh, Linux in particular. It's been a while since I updated that partition, and obviously it took its sweet time to do that. So that's a little frustrating. Lesson learned. Got to do that a little sooner. Um, I did update it 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I thought there wasn't going to be that much more, but I underestimated that. Um, Originally from personal life related issues, I have recently moved to a different state. Still going through some moving related tasks, but I think things are going to be okay and good for that. I guess something that I'm eyeing on, um, of course, there's the roadmap for Unity, and one of the more interesting parts uh, that I noticed for the game engine that I was kind of looking forward to. Um, Feedback assets, sure, roadmap 2021. That's 21.1. Just give me roadmap results. There we go. So there is one thing that I am excited about, and that's under rendering. Here it is. So I don't know how well this will be supported. It may not be well supported at all. Um, but they did say for 2021.2 beta, we got some decals coming in. And the reason why I'm so excited about decals specifically is, oh, whoops. I probably did not want to do that. I don't want any of these. Thanks, Unity. There, confirm my choice. Sweet. So that fixed that. Thanks, European laws for privacy. What's this? Clear cope map. Oh, this all is already released. Point light shadows has also already been released apparently. Reflection probe, blending. That's nice. Um, Motion vectors might be useful. I don't know. I'm debating on whether I want that or not. I probably, like, in my experience in a racing game where you're constantly moving, motion vectors is not nearly as useful, or at least I'm not expecting it to be as useful, because you need to be able to see very clearly what's in front of you. So, I don't know. Only selective motion vectors I think are useful in that case. Like if you're able to filter by distance, where the distance to the side of the view becomes has motion blur, but everything in front doesn't. That would help. Volume system update frequency uses volume framework. Volume can either be global or have local boundaries. Oh, but yeah, no, I am most definitely looking for, oh, light cookies. That's also nice. Anyways, I am most looking forward to this. Unity is still importing. That's cool. Um, yeah, might as well mention it while we're waiting here. I think like so a lot of times when I'm like developing games for game jams, I usually take it as an opportunity to learn about a new feature on Unity. I don't always do that. I'm always idea first and then see if I can utilize a new technology nowadays. Okay, that's so I I misspoke. Now that I plopped in two conflicting words in a single sentence in there. No, what I meant to say is that I have recently changed my strategy when it comes to my game development, from focusing originally on the technology to create the game idea to now the game idea, and then see if I can shoehorn in what's a new technology that I want to learn. So, you know, the some of them, like Chimera was sort of about procedurally generating a maze. I did end up just using a script online, but the fact that I was able to find that itself was kind of good. My time machine broke was me learning how to use gdevelop. Um, Ball 2 really didn't add anything new. It basically used everything that I already knew about Unity and just combined it together into a experience. Walls. Um, Walls was me relearning the visual graph shader again. I think I was already doing that with what goes around, where I kind of use what goes around as an opportunity to learn how to create shaders, and I kind of further extended that with walls as well. So I thought that was like a really good way to learn and understand how to create the effects necessary for those two games. Like this little checkerboard pattern. I think that's procedurally. Pardon me. The checkerboard pattern on the star are all like procedural. There's no there's no texture applied to it. So yeah, I was kind of learning shaders on both what goes around and walls. The Black Cat Apothecary was my opportunity to learn visual scripting. Um, so, like, you might notice that the dialogue in that game is surprisingly complex. It's actually based off of some stats, but yeah, it's very. There's a lot of complexity behind it, and it's based off of how the behind the game stats are going, and characters will change their dialogue based off of that information. Um, but I think I took that opportunity to learn how to create custom units. That is the custom nodes to add into your visual graph. So that just kind of became my opportunity to learn how to further extend that feature. Since I already know how to program visual scripting itself is not useful. But what it does make you or excuse me, compared to just normal scripting, visual scripting doesn't have an immediate obvious use to me. But what does make it useful for me is switching it so that um, I have now a way to add in some custom script behavior, uh, especially when it comes to like AI behavior. It's a little easier to put it in like a flowchart or a tree than trying to put it in like a single script. There's a lot of moving parts, and you want to adjust those parts and be able to debug it as quickly as possible. So visual scripting in that sense will be really useful. I'm already using it actually for the behavior in this game, the Airflip Drive game. Wow, it's already glitching out, and I just opened it. Great, wonderful. Um, so anyways, where was I? Like, so I'm planning on utilizing that knowledge since there's a couple of really good places that I can imagine, such as, for example, the vehicle controls. to be able to utilize that technology. So um, yeah, I thought it was good for me, even if the game didn't get like the best score. At least for me, I still found something valuable out of it. Oh, Unity is really taking its sweet time. All right, there we go. Right, so things are not going as planned with this. So you have a flat thing here. That is intentional and that's good. Um, un- there is, however, runtime bugs, and I'm trying to understand where that is coming from, and I want to fix that first. Yeah, I think that's a better. Sure. Yeah, overwrite it. Um, so why is this happening? Coming from an I job, then a track part job generator. Um, so we take a look at that. What the heck is going on? Quit real quick. See if opening it our project does any different. Nope. Okay. Cool. So with that in mind, okay, so there's been a native collection that hasn't been allocated correctly. Um, and it's saying that the track part generator line 251 has some problem. Did it just close? Did I accidentally close it? The line 251. Schedule face job. That is not useful. However, it did specify curve Y face job X vertices has not been assigned. Okay. Um, so track part job 178. That's at function schedule jobs. 178. So right here, schedule jobs. Um, but it failed within the first one. Uh, that was for the top face. Curve Y face job has not been assigned or constructed. This sure looks like it was. I wonder what the problem is. Let's see if this works. It worked last time, so I have reasons to it'll work this time as well. See? Oh, oh, there we go. Apparently that was it. Okay. Okay, it hit that first, so that's good. Um, this the top faces all these important information. Um, I want to set that breakpoint there, and I want to set a breakpoint here. Okay, it keeps complaining at me. Um, go in. That's fine. False. To why is starting? Oh, because yeah, there's a lot more stuff. Okay. This one says false. Cool. Okay. Valid cast. Specified cast is not valid. Uh, so this is the profile and curve generator. It is saying that the X vertices has not been generated yet. So let me guess. Not able to attach it to it. It can't to this because these are all like it can't do this. Okay, so something's wrong. Okay, so my first question then is this ever, does this ever happen? Cancel, run. We don't need this. So it catches it there. Could be only one generator, so it should not matter that significant. All right, run that again. Okay, it doesn't hit this. Yeah, it doesn't seem to hit this first. Why is that? Wait a minute, do I have a typo? No, this is an iJob generator. So no, that wouldn't be a typo. I wonder if it's actually getting the right references. Is that the reason why this is failing so miserably? Like, what is, so this is it. Radar mesh has it. The level of detail meshes have something defined, which leaves only the triggers not have any information. And the triggers as the live trigger dependency. This should have that dependency running. Oh, I don't schedule these jobs first. Oh, I literally don't schedule these jobs first. There a reason profile and curve generator, profile and curve generator, profile and curve generators for meshes. Why does this not generate? Yeah, does this not have a number of jobs? It does. Oh, very, very strange. Okay. Uh, Sidebar. Then we need these two. Schedule orientation trigger jobs. All right. Something like that should work. Probably should unrun this. Yeah, there we go. We got something now. All right, all these previews are now working. I can get rid of the meshes for. Yeah, good. So I should be able to use this as a way to check what this looks like. I don't know why I can't see it. So very strange. It may also be that it's just not applying it onto the collider itself, which would not surprise me. Oh, I think that's what I did. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I made it not apply. Whoops, but if it said none, it would say none. So, anyways, looks like I got that part working. But that is not on depth GUI was event type was 0. That's fine. But alas, that was not what I was looking for. It's nice that everything is organized in that fashion, but alas, grab the terminal here. Oh, hey, it's on the right place. Git status, git add .vs code launch, git commit. I guess Unity fixed the launching thing? Question mark. Git add assets, git commit fix the runtime error on generating triggers. I mean, this all looks good to me. My thought process is trying to catch up with where I was at last time. So last time, I worked on renaming curve trigger to curve trigger width, as another version is needed for a new curve job for triggers. Okay, so what the heck is curve trigger width? Translation, rotation, and scaling of the trigger transform, the width of the trigger, the range in this trigger encompasses. Um, okay, range. So I put these stuff together, and I might actually go back to previous recordings. No, I don't think I actually implemented this during the recordings. Um, Create a new profile trigger job specifically for changing trigger box colliders surrounding that. Okay, so this is me just like actually working on this for the first time. And it is profile trigger job. Add native array on actual buyer calculation. Actually calculate the buyer curve. For now, we're calculating a line instead. I see. I think what's going on is I reused the same code for the dependency. No, apparently not. All right. Visual Studio Code. You're going to tell me what the heck's going on here. Jobs under profiles. Here. All right. So what reference is it? We also create job, return new profile job. Okay. So what uses this? Nothing references this. But something references profile args, or test curve job, which is not important, profile job generator. What references profile job generator? Start profile X vertices. Oh, I understand now. Okay. So now we're asking for a job that expects this, takes it in as native array, generates that. Okay. So where is this being referenced? Your profile generator and profile and curve generator. Okay. So my original plan was vertex, whatever. All right. Doesn't need a face info, does it? Faces. But yeah, this implies the Yeah, what uses curve? Oh, okay. Okay, but nothing references curve job generator. So, um, this is useful for the mesh. Yeah, this is useful for the mesh. Um, this is just a profile. This is the profiling curve. Um, this needs a curve vertices. This one takes only the X vertices. This one takes in the Z vertices. Okay, so I need uh, to basically copy and paste this, I think. That'll lead to this needing a chain. Um, definition, just looked at it. Alright, so it doesn't do that for most of it. That's cool. Alright, we looked at the job earlier. I don't remember the job's name, darn it. Profile triggers job. Profile vertices job. Oh. Why did I separate the profile job out on purpose? I think I did that for... Right, for triggers though, I'm so very confused. Maybe Unity will clear up by giving me a bunch of exceptions. Oh, okay. Wait, then where is this? Why is this partial? Curve trigger width gives the transform the width of the trigger, time this trigger encompasses. And I need a new profiles job to take care of that. I think the expand left and right actually are gonna end up being at all fortunate. That for now. Don't need this serialization info. Or there should be profile trigger job. I see. Okay, so far, I think I'm getting what the heck past me was trying to do. That shouldn't change anything. It doesn't appear. Okay, good. Yeah, I think I had an idea for this. Oh, right. Subtract the renaming the profile job generating scripts include vertices assignment. Close other. Out of curiosity, I remember suddenly now, I thought there was a GitHub package. Oh, this just, yeah, okay, it's currently, when was this last updated? On 2019. 2 full years ago. And it's been getting a ton of, even still using the old branch name. Yeah, it does not feel like we should be using this anytime now. Oh, at least I was curious about it. Um, I don't recall why I used time. There's curve trigger width, so that means there's vertex, right? Why does why does the width of the trigger matter? Right, okay, this makes sense because it's the indicative of the index of that profile. So then the trigger width, the time range, is what the span of that trigger is. I see. And the width is actually calculating. Okay, this makes more sense now. Um the width is the world units, or its kind of local position. I'm gonna say it's scaled global units. And time ranges, yeah. I get it now. Direction doesn't matter. UV does not matter. Yeah, I think that's all I need. Does it even need curve length? What does the curve length do? Okay, I think that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna say this is fine and I'm not gonna touch it too much. Um, then it's almost time for me. Hollow Knight. I'm gonna see if I can push a little, just this one bit left. X is that. Right, which makes sense. Then Z. What does it say for Z jobs? Yeah, no, that doesn't. I'm trying to think from a Z perspective. You kind of want it to be the length. Um, That's the curve vertex. So this needs to change to a different, does the curve args? Curve args gotta be somewhere. Job at curve args. Alright, so the curve args doesn't actually generate anything. So, right. I don't want to change the name. Maybe call it diff. Distance. Length means a specific thing, though, on a box. So distance is the next best term I can think of. Yeah, distance is the best term. So we need to create a new job, it looks like. That gives us a trigger. Add a new curve triggers switch to, yeah, this should be more like actually, whatever. Switch to using curve trigger with you know, that struct is poorly named. Dimension. Sure. Save all. Switch to curve trigger dimension. I think that works. Yep. When a new curve trigger job has been created. One day I'm going to figure out a way to factor this properly. rename this to dimension. Oh, and this needs. Not the greatest setup for now, but whatever. Working on adding new trigger job generate. Started with profile trigger job generator. So need to work on profile and curve triggers generator next. What's this vertex index job necessary for? Yeah, what is that used for? It provides the face info, which we don't need. Yeah, because they're box colliders, we don't need face info. So there's the one circumstance. Actually, yeah, so there's face info, we don't need that. So we really just only need two. That's cool. I think I will call that enough for now. Do too much, I'm sorry. But I had a long night. So give me some credit. Yeah. Don't have much more to add. Probably might want to oops. Alright, slightly reduce my boost on my voice. Don't really have anything more to add. Okay, hopefully I'll get everything back in order next week so that I'm not constantly doing updates and delaying the stream. But yeah, no, I think I know what I'm doing, which is what matters. So, um, hopefully this will help me get back in the groove of game development after going through the whole shenanigans of moving. So there's still a lot of moving stuff I need to deal with. But it's slowly coming together, so I'm pretty happy to see that. Well, see you all definitely next week, and hopefully we'll get something more interesting out of it. Bye.